everybody. Welcome to Citizens Aid Minute again. This is what happens when you don't have a cameraman. I'm like 11 o'clock at night. I just wanted to get this off real quick. Not too many things going on here. Would welcome. This is just this last week's what's going on. So welcome Robert McCain. If I mispronounced your name, I'm sorry. New head of the Undersecretary for Material Readiness and Colonel of Law. Thank you very much for the phone call. I appreciate it. And as always, Miss Lord, doing a wonderful job keeping the troops supplied. Okay, please, if you haven't seen it, go to season 2, episode 8. That's where our handy dandy chief of DMIL, Jeff Garrett, goes on a rant on the phone, admitting that he's not following regulations, rules, or the law, and making scrap up as he goes. So please watch season 2, episode 8, right after this. Moving on, Miss Halifax, Colonel Suarez, and our mystery guest on the phone. Thanks for your call Monday from DLA. Really, all I asked for was the Red River sale that happened a couple weeks ago. Who got the contract and how much was it? I found out that all that information is classified, along with the sale at Guam and the sale at Sierra Depot. All that stuff is classified. I'm supposed to stop asking questions now. No. Really, you're going to call me up and tell me that stuff's secret? Come on, people. That's public information. All right. It's amazing. Okay. Dyess Air Force Base. Colonel Law and I talked for a while. There are 7 M977 HMMWVs at the third-party contractor storage area at Red River or at Dyess Air Force Base, and they're getting moved to Red River to be processed as scrap. I would really like the new Undersecretary to stop all the transfers of stuff that is erroneously being classified for scrap, and stop it, please, until you can unscrew this thing. But there's 7 M977s. Call the third-party contractors, call the DLA guy at Dyess, call the Red River scrap guy who processed them at Red River. Those things have been requested by the state of Texas. Miss Christy Ferraro, and she works for the state. She is the senior person at the State Surplus Property Warehouse. If they can be downgraded and taken back to like they were supposed to be, DMIL Code Q6, then she needs them for the cleanup down in Houston, desperately. Also, the 30 to 40 Humvees at Fort Hood that DLA hid by saying that they were FMS sales, foreign military sales, but they don't know what country they were going to or anything, so they stopped them and was going to send them overseas, but nobody wanted them just because I sent DLA the DTED number and was requesting why they were being done as scrap. And now a scrap dealer in Gatesville has been saying that he's going to get them as scrap in Gatesville, but they couldn't demill them enough to sell them, and they're supposed to be Q6, most of them, or all of them are supposed to be Q6. So some weird stuff going on there with those Humvees. That's $1 million in Fort Hood, by the way. It should be returned to the government. Here's a question for contracting up there at Material. Yeah, AM General just bought a crap ton of Humvees back from SOCOM. They bought a bunch of Humvees that are supposedly DMIL C. How did they do it? And isn't it against some law that the contractors can't buy back their own equipment to resell? I just incurring minds want to know. This just happened. They went to SOCOM to do a exchange sale, and they're going back to AM General to be resold. Don't know who buy, but whatever. Might want to check into that. Okay. When I was talking to Colonel Law, I had I had explained to him what Mr. Garrett told me a while back about the mystery hand grenade thing. He's in charge of DML, and his thing is to keep weapons and everything out of civilian hands. I understand, good. Nobody's ever asked for an artillery piece or anything that is live or anything else. But his thing that he told me a while back was the theory of the mystery hand grenade. And that way they go on the premise that there's a hand grenade, a live fragmentation hand grenade in every military vehicle ever made. Somebody took it and stuck it in there during training or when it was deployed or something. And so there's a possibility of having live ordnance on all these vehicles, and the only way that there's 100% sure that super hand grenade doesn't get out to the public is if all the vehicles are scrapped. As he told me January 1st that all vehicles were going to be C1. And that's pretty much happening because the Marine Corps just announced that all their 7 tons and all the other trucks that they have are C1. They can't understand, they can't explain why or something. This just happened, but now no more Marine Corps vehicles. It's a few $1 billion there resale can no longer be sold. This just came out. Okay. Some other things I heard from Mr. Garrett. Oh, Trump's not going to be in office very long. They don't have to follow the executive order because he's going to be impeached. Really? Okay. To members of Congress who are watching this, I would like to thank the congressional visit that I received on Wednesday. God, that was a surprise. Got a call. Hey, I'd like to talk to you. Okay, fine, good, great. You know, and oh, by the way, we're in front of your museum. Holy crud! I appreciate it. It was a 10-minute visit that ended up being 2.5 hours. I've never seen a congressional delegation get pissed off on the way out because of what they saw. Because I showed them the letters from Mr. Garrett and the SES and all that, and showing that they have to take, in order to sell D-mill Humvees or soft skin Humvees, you have to take the armor off of it and the weapons off 2-door cargo trucks, whatever. Yeah, they not happy. Okay. Also, okay, this last week I'd like to thank on the House side Brady, on the congressional side, Cornyn and Cruz. Again, on the House side, Thornberry, Carter, thank you very much. Thornberry, Blake, thank you very much. John Bennett, or Ben Jarrett at Carter's office, Kay Granger's office, Conway's office, Lamburn, Whitman, Liz Cheney. Hey, you got a great staff up there. Thank you for your time. Banks, Bacon, Getz. Hey, y'all, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me this week. Also, the other members of Congress that aren't listed on there, the IG, I've got like 4 things. The GSA, GAO, thanks. And the DLA members who are helping me. Hey, thanks, guys. I couldn't, without you guys, I wouldn't have a lot of information. This stuff is amazing. Okay? And to the press. Yeah, hey, keep calling, press guys. You're not bugging me. Trust me, I'm answering questions. Thanks for your time. The D-mill branch, let's face it, I have enough information that can prove that the D-mill branch is a mess, okay? Here's what I'd like. I'm coming up there to talk to House Armed Services Committee anyway. I will bring up my MSN and my airborne wings I still have from jump school. And Mr. Law, or Colonel, sorry, I keep doing that. Colonel Law and your boss, Mr. McCain, what I would like to do is I'd like to sit down with you for an hour or so. I'll be up there anyway, and show you how you've been lied to, misled, and all that other stuff. And I will put my ribbons and my wings on the table. And if I haven't convinced you that this stuff is just jacked up, keep that metal, keep the wings. I'm willing to bet that. Okay? So I would ask you this. You're in charge of the equipment. Please, I'm officially asking you, put a hold on all the destruction of the D-mill C and Q vehicles until this gets unscrewed. Okay. Yeah, it's just, I could prove that your office, certain people at your office, because you got some great, wonderful people working there, you really do, are refusing to follow the laws and the policies that are up there. You guys have books, the 3D mill manuals, they refuse to follow them. And dude, the threats that I have received from some of your staff, It's amazing. They're going to call the FBI on me. They've already called the state of Texas on me, try to get me in trouble. They've screamed at me so loud I had to have people call me back and apologize because they've heard them down the hallway in Michigan. Okay, so I'm going to be in D.C. probably the first or second week in January, and I've got to talk to supposedly the House Armed Services Committee anyway. I'd love to come to the Pentagon. Was in the military for 22 years, never got there. And I'm a history guy, so it's an amazing building, the history of it. And the thing is, when I'm there, I'm going to be talking to the House Armed Services Committee, and we're going to try to get all the changes on this subject amended and put in the 2019 National Defense Authorization Act addressing this issue. Because I'm sorry, in 18 months I haven't got anywhere trying to work with you. So, all right. Because really, it is sad that disabled, decorated combat retired vet has to go this far, to prove to you that you have some staff members, just a very few, that are refusing to follow the rules, regulations, and laws of this country. Okay, and these are not old rules and regulations. They were put out on February this year. So, I mean, it's nuts. Okay, so I really only have three things I want to do. Save history. I run a museum. Okay, and these vehicles, a lot of them are combat vets. They deserved a chance to serve the country again. I mean, come on. Provide the state equipment for them to be able to save lives. This equipment is awesome. It is designed by the best people in the world, by the best, built by the best companies in the world. They can use it down in Houston, all along the Gulf Coast to save people. There's trucks that swim, ambulances. The Humvee ambulance, perfect for high water rescues. They're getting crushed. And number three, return billions to the taxpayer. It's a win-win-win situation. It's nuts, and I'm just not going there right now. All right, so that's it. That's all I'm trying to do, and that's my mission, and it's kind of simple, and it's amazing that I've had this much of a problem getting anybody to even listen to me at this point. Again, Colonel Law, thank you very much. And as always, the DOD and DLA is full of great, amazing people, some of the best in the country, all right? But a very few amount of them, and they were placed there, I believe, strategically, are just full of crap, okay? And that's what I'm uncovering. That's what I found, and I'm doing all this on a dare because one of your GS-14s dared me to do this. Oh, you're just a damn taxpayer. You can't do anything. So guess what? I got bored doing this, and again, I wish you the very best of luck, Mr. McMillan, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Out.